Alright, welcome back.
Tough love.
Sometimes, I guess you gotta crack down on kids. You're kinda easygoing, Yubiki-chan, so maybe you're handling them with kid gloves. Yeah, you're right. Then again, I'm kind of afraid that he'll hate me if I discipline him.
Why are they all like... Actually, studies show that if you beat your animals occasionally while also giving them love, they love you more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that fucked up? Anyways.
I think that's because of the alpha mentality thing. Where an alpha animal will...
No, it works on humans too.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Yeah. It works, it just works on anything that is mammal.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Nah, any hate in that situation is a passing thing. Plus, even if he hates you now, there'll come a time in the future where he figures out you did it for his own good. It takes courage, but discipline is important. That's why I lost this, points to his eye.
That's why the discipline in my clan removed my eye and killed my brother.
I'll be brave and discipline him.
Yeah, because it works so well for Majima. He's literally gone rogue again. And it's like...
If I do something wrong at work, I expect you to discipline me in the same way. Whoa.
In the same way,
Tag
huh?
out.
I don't know about that.
Oh, you know it.
Ouch.
Tag out Majima.
Majima's response, oh, you know it, like, way too hype about it.
Dude, he's like... See, you know the line I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The one that's almost sexual, but not sexual.
But not quite there, yeah.
And then on the other side of the fence is like a normal answer.
Yeah.
He skates that line with almost every response he has with one of these girls.
He walks on top of the fence.
You're right. What kind of kid... If kids are your specialty, what's your hobbies?
My hobby is kids.
Hobbies. Let me think. I've never been big on exercise or sports, but I recently started walking. She should go join one of the other girls who is the cross-country star.
You know what's funny? I literally could say this exact same line because I recently started playing Pokemon Go again. Never been into exercising or sports, but boy, have I started walking a lot.
Walking, huh? What you mean? Everybody walks. It's just walking to walk, really. I got sick a lot as a kid, so the doctors always told me I should avoid strenuous activity. Strenuous exercise. That includes sex.
I like, what do you mean everybody walks? I'm like, you apparently don't live in America. But this job requires stamina, so I thought maybe doing some light walking around would be fine for helping.
For me.
You know what I found out recently? If you jog or walk, it builds up this like weird fluid in your brain for your skull.
Basically happy drug.
No. Oh shit! I didn't mean to click that.
That's alright. It was nothing.
But it was. It's not a happy drug. It's literally a fluid that like cushions the brain from being hit. So like. Yeah, so if you're like a boxer or a fighter that gets punched in the face, like you should do marathon jogging.
I think a lot of them do.
Yeah, well, not all of them do, and it literally makes it so you can take like really KO-y shots to the head and not get knocked out. Like it makes you really hard to knock out.
Oh my god, Chris, that explains so much.
Yeah.
Because at work, or at my former work.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm one of the few people. You would see me on one side of the store.
Yeah.
A second later, I'd be on the other side of the store. Mm-hmm. I did the most movement of anybody in that store, basically.
Yeah.
And the number of times, like, not like heavy things would fall on my head, but things would just be like, doop.
Yeah, you don't feel.
And I would just be like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to call an ambulance. It just like tap my head.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very weird. Like, if it's for some reason tied to walking of all things. I'm not sure why that is.
It might be just movements of the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like it doesn't. It's very specifically walking, mainly for long periods of time. Like because other exercises don't build it up like walking does. It's really weird. Anyways, Don't overdo it, you stupid idiot.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Just do it.
Do it.
Just don't overdo it, okay? This ain't worth it. If it ends up making your kneel over? Keel over. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Well, if I don't push myself at least a little bit, I'll be a burden on everyone else. You know, I kind of get that what she's coming from here, because I would get really sick when we were in school. I remember if you remember me being out a lot.
Yeah, I used to be out a lot.
But I'm not really sick that much anymore.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're right.
You are. It's just not as much as it was.
You're right.
'Cause you get sick pretty frequently still.
Yeah. That's because I worked in a public environment.
True. That doesn't help.
You got things all wrong. You ain't a burden to everyone. You're a burden to almost everyone. Don't fret about it. Got it?
See, I have the opposite. When I get sick for like 2 days, but it's like death sickness. And then that's still normally not enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm calling out. I'm normally still just like, yeah, I'm just going anyways, I don't care.
I get that.
I'm taking every one of you with me. You don't want to give me paid time off for sick pay? I'm taking you all with me.
The sick time laws for the state are weird, and it's annoying.
No, it's obnoxious because every company legally has to have them, but companies don't need to legally don't need to give you them when you ask for them. So if you ask for sick time and they tell you no, you can't use them, which is obnoxious. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Then there's another thing that it's like, if you have less than, I think it's 12 employees, your sick time doesn't have to be paid.
Yeah, because it's such a small company.
Yeah.
But, hey, no problem. Maybe I'll come with you on one of your walks. Air quotations around walks for some reason.
Next, I think he's insinuating he's gonna have sex with her, but I'm not 100% sure.
It's like walking, but laying down.
I mean, one person typically does a lot more of the movement.
But which one, Derek?
The one who's doing the stuff on top.
There you go. Next time, and see who... But what if you're both, like, horizontal to each other, and neither of you is technically on top?
One of them is doing more thrusting.
Okay.
Let's see. And see what all the hype's all about. Yeah, let's do it together. That sounds like fun. Ha 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 ha.
I want this line taken out of context, framed over my fireplace.
Let's see. What to ask you next? Here we go. Do you have any dreams when you were a kid?
She's like, nope.
Dreams when I was a child? Oh, sure. Manga artist.
Don't let your dreams be dreams! Just do it!
Just do it!
Make your dreams come true!
Manga artist? I wasn't expecting that.
I'm gonna be honest, neither was I. That's
Neither
very weird to add up for what you are currently doing.
Sure. I always liked to draw, so I was working on becoming one when I was a student, but I gave up on it in the end.
High school dropout? No, I'm kidding.
Dreams be dreams.
I'm just thinking, like, you don't want to be a manga artist anyways. Their jobs are terrible.
They get paid.
They get paid like
below minimum wage.
Yeah, they get paid like almost nothing.
40
and they
cents
have
per
to,
panel.
And they work like 80 fucking hours a week. Like,
yeah, no, I think I watched the same video you're thinking of.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. I mean, I guess 80 hours a week isn't so bad when you're a manga artist because you work from home, so you can essentially just
not all of them.
Bang out like 3 days worth of work in like.
But
you know.
But then the other thing is like
yeah.
they're not paid hourly. They're paid on commission.
Yeah.
And they get like 40 cents per panel.
Yeah. Well, it's because there's so much of it fucking in Japan. Like, Japan has an it's funny because they have an overabundance problem, but at the same time they need the overabundance because they greenlight so many fucking shows that they don't need to greenlight. Anyways, what kind of manga?
Hentai? What kind of manga do you like? I'd say girls manga. I'm really too old for it, but I still read it once in a while for the thrill of it.
Girls manga? Are we talking like Sailor Moon, probably?
Maybe.
That's what I would guess. I like Sailor Moon.
I like Tuxedo Mask.
I like Tuxedo Mask. He's
the
best character. I still love the clip my favorite clip of all time is just like, I see that my job is done here, but you didn't do anything. Tuxedo Mask away! It's
the fucking truest thing.
I fucking love him.
You're still a little girl at heart, Pikachu-chan. What manga is throwing you these days?
Oh my god, I saw a fucking clip from, I think it was Tokyo Ghoul, which is like this super bloody, violent
anime,
I know
what you're talking about.
It's like a clip of him picking up a letter with a rose, and he's like, only one person could have left this, and it just shows Tuxedo Mask away. It's the next scene.
I love it. It's about a heroine secretly dating her boss from work. Work romances can be so romantic.
Stop that.
Workplace romance, eh? Not something I've had the luxury of thinking about, but I guess it could be exciting.
Not something I've had the luxury of thinking about, considering I have to pay off the debt to the mafia and they're trying to kill me now and I'm hiding things from them. And
I love how each one of these characters, all the girls that you've given us for, they've all, every single one of these training things, they slip in a, hey, Majima, you want a date type of line?
Yeah, right.
Intriguing, Majima-kun. Maybe you and I could start up a secret relationship. Hehehe. Just kidding. But I'm not.
I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Unless you don't think it's a joke, in which case.
In which case we could. Lines like that make me see how you could get customers eating right out of your hands. You're good.
I'm okay.
You're good. Got any weaknesses you know of?
How about her crippling health that she's been talking about for the past, several hours, Majima? Are you listening at all?
No.
Man, I really need to buy more alcohol. What were you saying?
Sometimes I feel like Majima does that. My weaknesses, let's see. I'm not good with being rowdy and hyping things up at parties. I'm not good at being rowdy, Chris. You know what that means, rowdy. Right? She's not good at being top.
She's not good at being rowdy. No, please explain to me in vast detail.
Well, you see. I don't like talking too loudly either.
I cannot relate.
No, you certainly can't. I getcha. You certainly are mild-mannered Bruce Wayne.
Mild-mannered Bruce Wayne?
Pikachu?
Are you Batwoman?
You should...
Have you seen the new Batwoman TV show?
A little bit, I think. I think I saw the trailer and I was just like, I don't know how to feel about this.
I've only seen the trailer and all I can think of every time is, wow, this looks cringy as fuck.
Oh, wait, Batwoman?
Yeah, Batwoman.
Okay, because I heard Catwoman.
Oh,
you said
no,
Catwoman.
Batwoman.
Batwoman. Yeah, I saw the trailer of it and I was just like, I'm
like, this looks so cringy.
I don't know how to feel about it.
She's just so weirdly cocky.
There was one line. There's one line in the trailer that I'm like, I don't. Is it
the one where she's just like, I want the bat suit, and then she's like, but it needs modifications, and he's just like, it's already perfect, and she's like, it will be perfect when it fits a woman, and I was just like, ugh.
No, mine was so cringy. Mine was, I don't want a man getting credit for a woman's job.
Oh yeah.
And then I scrolled down in the comments and it was, but isn't she trying to take credit for a man's job?
Yes, she is.
So
it's just so funny because I'm watching and I'm like, she's so cocky for someone who stumbled upon the gear, took the mantle from him, took his equipment from him, stole his identity to pretend to be not him.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I was just like, I don't know how to feel about this.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I'd give her one thing if she made her own suit or but went out there and then did it, but no, she just stumbles across the shit and then they just give it to her and I'm like, I don't know, man. If she was already vigilanteing out there and then they were like, hey, you're doing a good job, how would you like to get some Batman equipment? I'd be like, alright, she might have a point. Because then she'd be unfairly, people would be like, oh, it's Batman. And she's like, no, it's Batwoman. I've earned this. It's not like she earned it. She just kind of strolled in one day and was like, yo, I'm taking this shit.
So that was she's a character they introduced because of the one of the giant 3 crossovers between Arrow and Flash,
Supergirl. Supergirl was bad too.
Which
it's like it's so boring.
We're gonna side tangent. We're gonna talk about that another time.
Okay.
Right now, I want to talk about the fact that I just love it because during that crossover, they're like, "We gotta find Bruce Wayne." They get there. Oh, now Bruce Wayne's dead. Oh shit.
Yep. Dude, fucking. Let me break down all the DC shows. Arrow started really strong and has gone really bad.
I think they canceled it.
Yeah, probably because it got really bad. Fucking Supergirl is just kind of boring.
My friend likes it a lot.
It's not the worst of them, but it's just kind of boring. And then like the end of Arrow, I think, is worse than Supergirl when it started, but it just got boring and I stopped caring. And then the Flash started really strong too, but I kind of lost interest like halfway through and was like, whatever.
So the thing with the Flash is
and the Flash is my favorite superhero. When I was like lost interest, that's a bad sign.
I love this. They have his line, "I'm the fastest man alive."
Yeah.
Except for every character they introduce in the show.
Yeah, which is obnoxious. That's why it's not good. The only person that should be faster than him, air quotes, faster than him, even though he shouldn't be, would be Reverse Flash, because he's equally as fast as him. And then that one superhero, one supervillain that can freeze time. That's the only exception.
Dio?
Dio. Yeah, Dio. Dude, Flash versus Dio would be so sick. The world! I forget what it is, but they calculated it out, and the Flash can move like fucking 10 times the speed of light.
Oh yeah,
because the Speed Force breaks the laws of physics.
Oh yeah, no, I love the Speed Force as a what's the word? Not even. I don't know if MacGuffin is the right word I'm looking for.
No, it's kind of
his like a plot device.
Yeah, it's kind of his Deus Machina. Like
I like it as a plot device. Use it for
whatever because it breaks all other laws in the universe.
It's a really cool power. It's also kind of silly, but
I always tell people that Flash is the strongest character in the universe, and people are like, "No, he's not," and I'm like, "Yeah, he is." I'm gonna just continue with this.
Do we want to continue talking about what we're talking about? We just hit X?
I'm like, we should finish this thing, because I'm like, we're going to get too sidetracked on DC shit. Alright,
don't worry.
What was it, Square? Square, yeah, don't worry. Hey, this ain't something you need to stress about.
Customers like you, because they can have a nice, relaxing conversation. Is that enough, though?
It is not.
I mean, it's always worth putting in more effort. But remember, you ain't the only girl at the club.
You're easily replaceable. That didn't sound like a prep talk there, Majima.
We got plenty of girls who can get the party started, so we'll be fine as long as we help each other out.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
I thought I should be able to do something myself. Oh, I thought I should be able to do everything myself.
There you go.
But I'm not alone here at the club.
Yeah, you have friends and
each other.
Family.
You've got a wonderful way of thinking, Majima-kun. My heart's all fluttered. That's so, huh? Then we should
work together to make this club even better. Wah, wah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek, yeah!
No, Chris, that was a perfect lesson.
That was a perfect lesson. I don't think I care about this end part. I'm pretty sure it always says the same shit.
But we got a heart.
We did get one heart. Level 3! I wish we could just fucking do these, by the way. Like, the fact that I have to run the stupid host club every goddamn time.
You mean you wish you could just power through them?
Yeah. Alright, did I buy everything, by the way? I did buy everything. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just run the host club and prepare to open. Oh, wait, open for business. Because that way we can do another one. We're also going for Venus now, so... I don't really care if we have good or bad girls for this stuff, because who gives a shit? But now we can talk about DC shit, because this doesn't need to be paid attention to in any way. So... So yeah, like, the Flash is the most powerful character in the entire DC universe. And people are like, no, like Superman. I'm like, no, like, the Flash, he's faster than Superman, and because of his speed, he has the infinite mass punch. Which is a punch that has infinite mass behind him because he can have infinite speed because of the Speed Force. Which means he can hit something harder than a nuclear explosion.
But you're forgetting one thing here, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't matter because comic books don't like to take real life things into account most of the time.
Never. Well, it also bugs me because it's like, Superman is the most powerful being ever, and it's like, yeah, because he's bullshit. And his powers are jank and made up.
What I love about Superman is...
Oh shit, that was guest class. Yep.
Superman is so fucking OP
Yep.
that you think about it, and his entire species,
Yep.
they conquered they had an empire.
Yes.
And then they were just like, oh, we're done with this. And they all went back to their home world.
Yes.
All of them.
All of them. Yep.
After having an empire set up.
Yep. Well, you have to understand is, they fucking, what's it called? You know, God damn. So many of these in a row. What bugs me about Superman is the fact that his weaknesses are inconsistent. So there's somewhere, like, a fucking tiny rock of kryptonite will bring him to his knees and make him powerless. And then in other comics, he'll literally lift an island-sized group, like an island-sized, I can't describe it anymore as an island. No, it's literally an island. There was an island in the ocean in one comic that was made entirely of kryptonite, which Superman picked up and hurled into the sun. The thing that makes him weak, he was able to pick up an island of it and just hurl it into the sun. This is the same dude who's brought to his knees.
Switch her into a table with that one.
Like, yeah, like, this is the same dude who, like, brought to his knees from a tiny rock. And, like, that's why I can't stand the character, because he's so inconsistent.
I don't know what you're talking about. You have a level 2, by the way.
That's fine. I want to go for a level 3 just because I want to see what it looks like. Okay. Actually, I probably won't make a level 3. Maybe I will. We'll see. Perfect. That's just a bad idea. I mean, they all sucked, but... But yeah, you know what, like...
I get what you mean.
Yeah, like, it's just annoying, and then they did the, like, Superman versus Goku thing, and I'm just like... And I'm like, yeah, well, of course he's gonna lose, because Superman is bullshit. Like, he can literally be whatever the fuck they want him to be. Literally. Like, he can just do anything.
But how dare you, Chris?
Yeah.
Talk bad about my boy Superman.
Super fam.
Super fam. End of level 3.
Ice.
You have a level 3.
Yes. Yeah, I guess level 3 gives you all of them. Level 2,
it also
I think,
restores
gives you
health.
4.
It restores health to the girls too.
Oh, nice. You know, for a poor person, you sure do have a lot of opinions.
Table 6. Need someone.
Table sacks. Yeah, whatever. She has a ton of health, so it's fine.
Chuck, please. Switch IA into that table 6. Doop 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 ba-doo. Doop 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 boop boop ba-doo. Boop ba-doo ba-doo.
But
yeah, Goku is the strongest character in the entire
I
universe.
mean, it was just one of those things where I'm like, well, eventually Goku would technically win because Superman's not willing to kill anyone. So like, and Goku gets stronger every time he's defeated. So like, technically speaking, essentially their fights would just go on forever until eventually Goku would just win.
Here's the other thing. Goku just teleports him to a planet with a red sun.
Yeah, that's like the easy one that everyone goes with. They're like, oh, they just teleport him to a planet with a red sun, then he wins. It just bugs me that they were like, when they made the video, they were like, oh, Goku can't do like a list of things, and then like half the shit that they listed he could do. Like, they were like, oh, Goku can't instant transmission and fight at the same time. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He does it constantly in the show.
Cell games.
Yeah, like, he does it a lot, actually. They're like, he has to focus to teleport. I'm like, no, he doesn't.
he does, but his focus can be a split second.
Yeah, like, he doesn't have to focus for very long. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's like, it's just really dumb. Ice refill. And then they like, also they fucked up their numbers and they put it in the video and no one has ever like said anything about it and it bugs me. Because they calculate Goku's base speed. And then when they show his Super Saiyans, because Super Saiyan is a times 50 multiplier to all of his base stats. So they show how fast he goes. And then they show Super Saiyan 1 how fast he goes and it's the same fucking number as the fucking number when he's not as when he's base form, and I'm just like, all right, so you just straight up lied right here, and you put it in the video, and no one noticed it for some reason. I'm very annoyed by this.
You're still, as they say, butthurt.
Yeah, it just bugs me because it's one of those things where like it's so obviously like rigged against Goku to begin with, and I still think Goku would lose. Like, they didn't need to rig it against him because the character's horseshit. I know we have to end it, but we're in the middle of the thing.
Yep.
So...
we're gonna have some conversation. Excuse me.
Alright, hold on. I'm ending this episode here. Alright, we'll see you next time. Peace.